Okay, so I am going to move my Astral tent a couple feet. It's something, let's see. Um, oh my gosh. It's a project that I've had on my mind for about the last week or so. Well, more than that, but I didn't know how I was going to plan it out or make it happen. So, and I had some sales and now I'm working, which is rad. And I feel more settled. So I'm buying a bed frame this week and doing some, updates to the stove, the wood stove. So there's been better heat in the tent and just a better system longer term. I've been learning as I go because everything here is just it's all a learning experience and most of it's new to me. So yeah. So yeah, I actually took the stove out, which was incredibly easy, but I'm buying two 90-degree pipes, so it'll work better with this hole here. And yeah, and I'm going to do some more stones and just make this, it's going to come out a little bit more, and it's just going to be a more legit little spot. And hopefully I can keep it a little cleaner too. So yeah, I'm moving everything. I'm in the process, or the beginning of the process of moving everything out of my tent because there's just going to be more things coming in and I don't want to wait any longer. It's already going to be a project. And yeah, so I'm just feeling it, right now, and the weather is really good and I'm going to take advantage of that. So exciting stuff. I just want to have my tent set up better. Like I cleaned up my area so much around it that there's like actually more space. I didn't realize how important it was to have a minimum of 5 feet around this tent for staking down the ropes and everything. So I'm right next to the fence, the property line, and it's just like, and then it's kind of goes a little down, a little down slope. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it just could be better. And I feel like now that I've been in it for, I guess, a month and a half or something like that, you know, I know what I need more. And here's a before shot of the tent as I began placing everything outside. I was able to easily disassemble the stovepipe and remove my wood stove and hearth here. And it ended up being a perfect day for this project. I felt inspired and motivated finally. It was dry and warm in the 60s with a slight breeze. I had my French press coffee and a banana fuel my day because everything was packed up outside. I had to be patient during the process of moving my belongings outside for the day. I have had plans now for how I want the interior space to look and feel, and I knew I had to go through this process of taking down, cleaning, drying out the bottom tarp layers, and resetting the entire tent. I had just ordered my bed and had been looking for an antique wood dresser for clothes storage, but told myself I had to reset the space before I brought anything new in. It was funny, because after all this work, and everything was complete and my interior was reset after a nearly 10-hour day, it literally felt the same way as I did before I did any of the work. But it was well worth it, and my tent was on a little bit higher ground, and I knew everything was dry underneath, and it was ready for my new bed, and I ended up finding a dresser a couple days later. So it's been pretty perfect. Here you can see the first thing moved in was the toilet. But I ended up getting the tent up with a little help this time, and was rushing against the darkness, but everything was completed and it felt really worth it. And here you can see all the open space, lights are on, rugs are in, and it's looking good.